Should be better now. OBS was having issues, I think. Hmm. Okay, it should all be good now again. I'm so sorry, OBS is being annoying today again, once again. Bit of scuff. But we're back and I want to welcome everyone to the stream. Today we're doing Hildibrand Adventures, like you probably expected because the title. Hildibrand apparently is an agent of inquiry and inspector, and he flew to the moon by himself and passed away as far as we know. He might be a zombie now, I'm unsure. We'll see what happens. You've come to offer your services to me. Oh, but where are my manners? Allow me to introduce myself. Ahem. My name is Nashu, Agent of Inquiries, Extraordinary Inspector. At least that's what I'm trying to be. It's not quite as easy as he made it look. Inspector Hildibrand was a great man, a real Eorzean hero. We traveled the world, me and him, solving cases and thwarting evil. No matter the mystery, you could always count on the Inspector to solve with grace and style. But then there was the final case. The case of the century, he called it. How to stop the Red Moon from destroying the world. To save us all, he flew into the sky, and all I could do was watch. I have the feeling it's not that you mean he flew with an airship. But then he came back down, and he. This is all a joke, a big funny joke, right, Inspector? Any moment now, he'll burst out of the ground, shout surprise that you fooled, eh? And and we'll laugh and laugh. They say that no one remembers the warriors of light. Their names, their faces, all gone forever. I don't remember you, Inspector. No, gentleman hero Hildibrand. I can never be the hero you were, but I'll do my best to try. I, Nashu, Inspector Extraordinaire, will carry on your legacy. So I told myself, well, Nashu, there must be a leader, a head zombie, who tells us what to do. Therefore, all we need to do is kill him again, well, that is. Unfortunately, I don't know where he is or how to find him, but now that you're here, my faithful assistant, you can try the one good idea I've come up with so far. If you go where these dapper zombies were last seen a certain fellow, you might find them. And then you could become their friend and ask to meet their leader. Yes, that's sure to work. You're asking me to go and parlay with zombies? Where did that whole... Oh well. To Southern Finland. This is one of the few times that you actually have to participate in a fate to get this story rolling. As luck would have it, the fate is actually up. I am level synced, but these zombies aren't very strong, it seems. They do have nice poses. I give them that. They don't seem to be very interested in attacking me, to be honest. Huh. Why are they all posing that way? Oh no, I'm a lady and living. Right. Well, we were quite lucky with the fact that that fate was up. Otherwise, we would have had to wait for a little bit. Did you find the zombies? You did! That's wonderful. I've been busy too. The had zombie will rule the day he meets me. You'll see. So, tell me, what did you learn? So, you weren't able to meet new friends? That's a shame. But it's parchment. This is a map of the Sagoli Desert. There's a spot marked here in the south, and look, there's something written here. A gentleman is, rather than does. This sort of reminds you of, no matter. Let's see where this map takes us, assistant. Onwards to the Sagoli. Since when am I your assistant? Oh, he's far into the desert. Fallen pikemen, fallen wizards. I don't think I misread the map. Maybe they're shy though. I say we call out to them and let them know where we come in peace. Then, when the leader shows himself, we strike. Who summons the gentle deadman? They live, and we hunger. My brothers, lend me your ears. A gentleman does not dine upon his guests. He doesn't look dead. Spare these two fair ladies your mastications. Withdraw, I say, and harass them no more. Up in the sky, look! It's a bird. No, it's an airship. No, it's the inspector. We hear and we obey. Ouch. That tailbone is gonna hurt. It is you. It really is you. I knew nothing could kill great Inspector Hildibrand. Hildibrand? Who is this Hildibrand of whom you speak? My name is Zombiebrand, Devourer of Brains. Undead Overlord Extraordinaire. What are you saying? You're not an Undead Overlord. You're a Gentleman Inspector. Inspector, Overlord, Inspector, Overlord. Oh, Inspector, you just confused us all. Don't worry, I'll knock some sense back into that noggin of yours. Are those bombs? Nashu? Stay your hand, my lady. You know not what you do. Oh boy. Even I were the esteemed gentleman you purport me to be, the inconclusive force of blast more likely to liquefy my... If crashing into the ground made you forget, then an explosion of equal force ought to make you remember. I'll save you, Inspector, or kill you trying. See, even you acknowledge the possibility that a span will result in my... death. Oh, yeah. Well, guys, welcome to Hildibrand Adventures. Well, he yet lives. Normally I would applaud your ingenuity, Nashu, but I would have preferred that you found a more elegant solution. Ah, he remembers me. Inspector Hildibrand remembers me. Yes, yes, I remember you, my faithful assistant. What I do not quite remember is how I came to be here. Well, I guess we'll remember for you. Isn't this like 5 years ago? He lived like a zombie like for 5 years? Ah, such a wonderful dream. I slew a dragon and... Hmm. Well, what is this place? And for that matter, who am I? Embraced by his zombie brethren. I, Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, inspector or extraordinaire, have awoken at last. I always knew you'd come back to us. Be it Red Moon or Black Dragon, no fiend is a match for my legendary bite. And who might this fine lady be? Could she perhaps be one of my many admirers? Oh, what was this faint tingling sensation in my arm? This ringing in my ears, this dizziness. Could it be a case? I think you might benefit from seeing a doctor, but verily it couldn't be naught else. Somewhere nearby dastardly doings are afoot, and only I can thwart them. Copious quantities of sand, unbearable heats. Ah, the Sagoli desert, I'd bet my life on it. Which means that all doubt but a short track away. Yes, it all fits. Only that den of inquiety could so violently trigger my keen investigator sense. Fear not, law-abiding citizens. Inspector Hildibrand shall soon deliver you from evil. I'm not sure. Are you sure it's okay? Which way did it go, Melody? Did you see him? Oh dear, I've got to find him. Ah, and changing my outfit too. If your outfit is your first priority, sure. Mm-hmm. Beg your pardon. You wish to question me as to the whereabouts of that deviant running around town dressed in rags? Do I look like a reporter for the Mythical Eye? I do not consort with perverts. Think Hildibrand's in for a bedtime. What? You look of a half-naked Highlander? Would you like to catch criminals? I think I'll remember a thing like that. If you do manage to find this Inspector friends of yours, tell him to do something about the goddamn duelist. Me mate's pal cousin, kid's best friend, lost his blade the other day to the bastard. Okay. Sorry, if it's information you want, you best be served by going to Lemon. The only rumors I've heard about those who about the weapon thief causes of duelists or so I hear. But when you don't like your opponents to refuse, well, hmm. I think you've dealt with the zombie problem, eh? So, to tell, just why were they dressing up like dandies? Women! Women! Almighty bugger me with a bleeding spirit, the dead's risen and they walking streets of Ulda. No need for melodrama, my good man. As you can see, reports of my death were greatly exaggerated. Tis true, he is not a zombie. I checked. I do seem a bit hale and hearty, which begs the question, how in the seven hells did you survive the fall? Well, I question divine providence. What matters is that Eosia's champion has returned, and he, and by that I mean I, shall bring this thieving duelist to justice. Heard about it, did you? Might be harder than you think. Even I got no inkling of the fellow's current whereabouts. Inconceivable. I refuse to believe that the ever-inquisitive, ever-ambitious, ever-reliable woman is without a shred of information, even one of dubious relevance. Well, I made no promises, mind you, but there was some talk of a fair maiden that was what said her most. There's an neighbor sort of young woman as well. The audacity! I should fly to her side at. Why, if it isn't the lady from the Sagoli. A serendipitous encounter indeed, unless you do seek the Belgian duelist. Capital. It will be invigorating to engage in friendly battle wits. Already the spirit of competition fills me. Come, Nashi, we'll miss away. You haven't heard half the till women was. Damn it, Hildy. I ain't told you the last's name yet. So, women's. Tell me, women's. Well, Maddie, you might as well go after him. He'll be disappointed if you don't. The lady in question is named Yellow Moon. She is a woman with a taste for the finer things in life. Safe to say you'll find her getting fitted for something in the Weir's Guild most every day. Good luck with the inspecting, Inspector. Right. My beloved pure heart was unlike anyone you've ever seen. Elegant, refined, the perfect accessory for any cultured woman. You will bring it back to me, won't you? A priceless possession, callously ripped from the hands of its owner. The lady weeps, no one bears her sorrow to his eyes. What gentleman could hear this clarion call and not back the honor of championing her cause? What in the world? I swear to you here and now, I, Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, Inspector Extraordinary, shall scour all creation from the deepest pit of the seven hills to the very pinnacle of the heavens for your pure heart. What he said. And you, my fellow servant of justice, I see your instincts are not to be underestimated, having guided you to this fair maiden's side. Now then, Miss Moon, what can you tell us of the theft? Thefts, sir, to be precise. My pure heart was only a recent item, the most recent item to be taken from me. I'm still when I had one left home the other day. After I browsed the latest fashions and silk and took a match at the Colosseum, I realized it was gone. The time and location of the theft are known, essential details, so without which we can't solve the case. There's but one logical course of action, Miss Moon. To coax the hidden clues from your memories, we must reenact that fateful day's excursion. To send silk tapestries. Why are these crates following us? Miss, would you be so kind as to describe your visit in detail on the day in question? Nothing unusual happened, but if you insist. I was wondering whether or not to purchase new dress when a man approached me and confessed his undying love. What sort of man says this to a complete stranger, I ask you? Naturally, I was taken aback. I dropped my purse in shock, not intentionally, on his foot, and he cried out in pain and fled. If I may be so bold, Miss Moon, that strikes me as the most unusual happening. In any case, it appears to be completely unrelated to the theft. Let us next proceed to the Colosseum and see what you remember. And gone are the crates. Hmm. Once again, Miss Moon, if you would be so kind to tell us what you remember. Well, like before, nothing unusual happened. I felt like gambling in the day and was debating which might observe when the gladiator approached me from behind and quickly confessed his undying love. Naturally, I was taken aback. I whirled around, struck the man in the face with my purse, and shocked not intentionally. Unfortunately, since I was carrying a tremendous sum of money, my purse weighed about 6 core ounces, and the blow was enough to render him unconscious. 120 pounds. Miss Moon, you're a remarkably strong woman. Which is precisely why you were targeted. Oh, it's obvious in hindsight. The thief bore you a grudge. No, it's more than that. He hated you with a passion. There sure are little giant crates in the hotel. At the Weavers Guild, Sun Silks, Tapestries, and here too. These crates are everywhere, milady. I wonder what's inside, but I don't see how we can open... of course, I still have plenty of explosives. Here, why don't you try it? It will be fun. Well, if you insist. Here's a Nash's delight. Well, at the heart of every crime is a single unassailable truth, reached only by navigating a web of falsehoods and contradictions. Hearken to me now, as for the shepherd leads his flock, I shall guide you to my irrefutable conclusion. A gladiator professes his feelings only to be rejected and physically assaulted. In response, wounding his pride as a warrior and man, resenting her prowess while recognizing his weakness, he carries out a more feasible vengeance. He robs the Yellow Moon of her weapon, the Pure Heart. Inspector, we found the Pure Heart. The strange man sneaking around town in wooden crates had it. It's not what you think. We're not thieves. We're devotees. Yellow Moon is our sun and stars. We only wish to keep her safe from harm. And should she misplace an item from time to time, we collect it for safekeeping. Nothing untoward. You divines were behind all the thefts. All this time you've been stalking me. What nerve! Such unbridled fury, such righteous indignation. We should be glad to accept the goddess as punishment. Ugh. Goddess devotees? But of course, that you inspect those crates was a stroke of genius indeed. As I was elucidating but a moment ago, these fiends are obviously the ones responsible for the recent rash of thefts, as those thefts were carried out by a single individual, you imbecile. Lest you've forgotten, the culprit is a duelist. He only claims his victims' weapons after defeating them in single combat. If your powers of observation are as great as you claim, you would have deduced that those buffoons and boxes were incapable of such. I should know. I'm a reporter for the Mythical Eye. My name's Ellie, and I've been investigating these incidents for weeks. Inspector Hildibrand, gentleman investigator and agent of inquiry, I presume. You're looking well for that, man. Would you like to meet one of the duelist victims? I'll introduce you with pleasure. You will be willing to share such precious information with me? Your generosity is commendable, Miss Ellie. May this mark the beginning of a long and beautiful friendship. Yes, very good. The name of the man is... Where in the bloody house do you think you're going? I haven't told you anything yet. I'm feeling this is gonna be a theme. Miss Ellie. I suppose since you're the imbecile's friend, you intend to help him. We're not friends. I'm just looking after him for a moment or two. The man you want to find is an adventurer named Humphrey. At present, he can be found at the Golden Bazaar. With luck, the good inspector may find his way there by the time you arrive. If not, then so be it. I wonder what will happen when he discovers that the victim is a perpetrator as well. The Golden Bazaar is near Camp Drybone, if I recall correctly. I spent a lot of time not in the ARR area, so I don't remember everything. I am Humphrey, and you are? Yes, I've caught up with you. You there, young sir. I'm told you are a victim of the marauding duelist. Me? A victim? How amusing. You amuse me. True, I was strange about a duelist not long ago, where he fought to find a whelp. He found a warrior of light instead. I defended my honor and my blade. See for yourself. You mean you won? That's amazing. Well, it's not compared to what I faced with Cardinal. Match attack to the right of us, match attack to the left of us, stuck in the middle with Master Do. We were. Core, he was a dab hand with the old magic he was. I tried to save him, of course. There was a limit to how many giant beasties a man can. What a. Nope. That man is no warrior of light. Tell him, Elazar. Tell him how he lost his rented sword that was not his own. Liar, scoundrel. I trusted a bastard with my father's blade, bid him to take it to a smith for restoration, even gave him guilt to pay for it. And then he comes back crawling, sniveling, and begging forgiveness for losing it in a duel. As if that's enough to set things right. Look at me, you bleeding horse, and look at me. Me fallen golden locks are no more. I've gone bald from stress and heartbreak. I swear to everything holy, you'll face a reckoning if you don't bring her back to me. Alright, he beat the shit out of me and took the old man's sword. I used the guild to pay the surgeon. I have no idea where he is or where the sword is. What am I supposed to do, huh? I can't give him what I don't have. Unless you help me find the sword? That's what you do, right? Help people? Have you no shame? First you claim a legacy not your own, then you beg others to help you with problems of your own making. You will refuse this man, won't you, Inspector? And will of us those flowing golden locks? Will forsaking young Humphrey help the man he has wronged? We shall begin our search for the sword by questioning the people of the Golden Bazaar. Hate. Antique swords? Oh, I haven't the foggies about that. That traveling merchant, Joe Jumpa, is the one you ought to speak with, assuming he hasn't left. And, who are you? Mr. Lalafell? Are you stalking Nashu? That boy should be ashamed of himself, robbing poor Elazar of a priceless family heirloom. Just goes to show you should never trust an adventurer who claims to be a warrior of light. It's thieves and tricksters, a lot of them. Might not be the most honorable solution, but maybe you should consider giving Elazar a counterfeit blade. If the deception was in peace in his final days, would it be so wrong? Elazar's sword wasn't much to look at, but at least it was authentic. More than a few collectors have been tricked into purchasing counterfeit relics. I'm afraid I have no knowledge of an ancient sword, at least not of one that I can guarantee to be authentic. You see, anywhere so determined to your dubious origins, I immediately discard and spring east of Camp Drywell. Though I have no swords for sale at present, I may have disposed of a small seminary in design to the one you describe. This presents a quandary, though. I'm loath to deceive an honorable man like Elazar. A well-intentioned ruse may put his heart at ease, thus spurring the rejuvenation of his flowing golden locks, whilst we continue to search for the genuine article. Well, if there's a sword in the spring, it won't remain there for long. It's one of the more convenient sources of fresh water for the common folk in Camp Drybang. You should endeavor to be more optimistic, Miss Ellie, like me. I say we search the spring first before declaring all to be lost. Oh boy. That should be the spring. It occurs to me that I'm not yet fully recovered from my accum accumulated injuries. It would not be prudent to immerse my body in water. Not without first coating of a liberal application of salamander oil. That is indeed on many occasions my dearest mother and my childhood escapes just so. You understand the importance of physical rehabilitation, yes? And you can assist me by pouring the oil all over my body. This probably won't be your first time treating a gentleman with salamander oil. There's also one in the hot springs camp thingy over in Lanoska. And he gives you the meteor ring. The body's with an instrument in occasional need of oiling. So come, my friend, come and oil me up. Ugh, it sounds so disgusting. Ah, it's comforting scent. So am my child in our arms. Quickly now before it dries, knead the oil into my aching flesh. The pain multiplies manifold. Gently, now gently. Oh god, yes, at last. My muscles slacken and soften, the warmth spreads, and the pain becomes pleasure. Ugh. Right there, yes, keep doing that just like that. Just, yes, now, once more with feeling. Can't I just go into the lake and search for the sword, please? Never have I received such splendid administrations. Now then, into the spring, you as well, my good one. Right. You've been productive. Excellent. May I see what you found? Oh, boy, a rock and some potsherds. Hey, Els! Welcome in! No sign of the sword John Papa mentioned. I see. Ah! Now I'm all wet. What was that anyway? Did something cause you to? Not much. We did the initial quest to find Hildibrand. The fate was actually up the moment I set foot into the area, which was really, really nice. We did the little part with Yellow Moon, and we're now looking for the duelist. So, we're still quite early into the Hildibrand adventures. Inspectors, but for your help to conduct investigation in those clothes. I'll go for Uda and fetch you some new ones. How thoughtful you, Nash. While you're there, purchase a few bottles of hair tonic for Alistair as well. The newest, most potent blend you can find. Isn't it wonderful, my friend? Soon of Alistair's, the woes will be no more. Yeah, I'm really happy about the fact that the fate was already up. Astros, I return to you, your father's ancient blade. Is there every chip and scratch is just as I remember. God bless you, sir. I never expect you to go through such lengths for two strangers without further reward. Altruism is a rare trait these days. Tis common enough you know where to look. A gentleman recognizes the good in every soul and understands that none deserve to be forsaken. Spoken like a true gentleman, though your garments beg to differ. Inspector, I've brought your change of clothing. I also brought a supply of tonic from the peddler I met in Pearl Lane. Excellent work, Nash. If would just bring me that case? Ah, the cards. There appears to be something lodged in my thorax. Could it be a missive from an adoring admirer? He just doesn't respond at all, does he? Hmm. The offer neglected to pen her name. I shall come to claim the collector's blade. Is this supposed to be flattering? No, you. It's supposed to be intimidating. The duelist wrote this. He is daring you to stop him. A challenge for me. Oh, at last the curtain rises. Very well. If I'm to duel the duelist, I'm stressed for the occasion. Isn't that like the fifth bottle of hair tonic that guy is putting on his head? I, Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, accept your challenge. He, he's incredible, so bold, so majestic, just like a warrior of light. No, a gentleman of light. He is exceptionally something. I agree, Ellie. God, Inspector Hildibrand, you look amazing. Hildibrand. Mhm. This is far from strong as swords. Blue skies and rolling desert. How much longer must I seek the blade of legend? Change accepted my war for your opponent. You shall not claim the blade. If mine let's go with this genius, I'll also bring you to justice. Wait, you wish to deal with weapons, not wits? This rich hardly seems to appropriate for such an epic battle. Hey, I know that spear. That's the one I found buried with the pumpkins. That was sort of remind me of, no, it's gone, never mind. Right, so, Ellie. Perchance you are curious about Dua's declared turrets? It so appears I have identified the weapon in question. The 3D blade is part of Ishgardian's noble collection, or was, should I say. No, it has not yet been stolen. It was purchased by an Uldan collector, the wife of a merchant living in Vesper Bay. Suffice it to say, I would be remiss in my duties as a reporter were I not an investigator. And should Dua strike whilst I'm present, well, I hope I need to explain what a golden opportunity that would be. Integrating myself to her may prove to be the great challenge, though I'm told she's a difficult woman to please. Fortunately, I'm also told she has a fondness for flowers, swords, to see in Camp Drybone cells. You can come along if you like. Here we are, miss. Thank you for your patronage. Was it for the love or money that you killed him? It it was you? Have you gone mad? That wasn't Almaja. Everyone is back. I don't even know how to shoot a bow. Almaja, don't shoot fleeing unarmed merchants. They capture and temper them. Not that you or your victim make for convincing merchants. If you're going to misrepresent yourself, put some effort into it. Wear gloves for God's sakes, or at least don't wave your hands around on my face. The castles on your fingers portray you as a veteran archer. Doubtless you used your skills to great effect 5 years ago, as did your partner. So again I ask, was it because he took from you your share or your sister? You don't touch a man's skin. You knew that, and yet he damn, I thought he did it for the money. You too, he's all yours. Yes, of course. Thank you for the help, Inspector. It's Bernadine. At least he's competent. But when did investigation crimes become such a popular profession? It is not his job, you know. He just likes doing it. He belongs to one of Ishvar's high houses. Some say he's a baron. Not at all like that buffoon Hildibrand, don't you think? I try not to think about Hildibrand. We should get going. Rilda will not take kindly to wilted flowers. Going to Horizon. Again, as I told the last one who came before, if you come looking for work, you are too late. And even if I were in need of additional security, I wouldn't deign to hire a common adventurer. Now remove yourself from my sight before I have you removed. Did you really think I could be so easily manipulated? Present the right gift, speak the magic words, and you would earn my respect. What is more, a flower's beauty is fleeting. I value beauty which transcends boundaries of time, everlasting, enduring, and changing, like mine. Now get out. Forgive us, Lady Durilda. We mean no disrespect. We are afraid that you would not heed our warnings otherwise. A notorious, violent thief is plotting to steal the treaty blade. You fools. I shall claim the collector's blade, yes? I read the muffler eye. I know full well of whom you speak, and it is none of your concern. I have a legion of guards at my disposal. Should he try, I will have him cease the wars. And even if by some miracle should he succeed, he will not escape my wrath, for I have retained the services of a certain gentleman. But you may see for yourself. Like every piece in my collection, he has been chosen with the utmost care. Now look upon my peerless spectre, interlopers and despair. Ships that pass in the night. A signal shown in the darkness. The lady cries out for her guardian, and the gentleman must oblige. I swear to you here now. I, Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinary, shall neither slumber nor sleep until the fiend who conveys the treaty blades brought to justice. Well, I don't think that's who she was expecting. My lady, what brings you here? Are you come in pursuit of the duelist as well, or are you in perchance in pursuit of me? Actually, I came here with Ellie because she's half sane, it seems. Which is doubly what you are. As if I would spend a single gil on an insufferable incompetent. To be fair, you are not spending a single gil on me. The chance to investigate such an intriguing case is payment enough. Preemptive declarations of a criminal intent are hardly in vogue. Sorry I'm late. Busy solving a murder. Briardine, consulting inspector. At your service, my lady. Conniving inspector. No, consulting. Consulting, Hildibrand. Rotten flesh assault. Peter. Hildibrand Mandeville and Nashu Maraka, I presume. To rank amateurs playing at a professional, which they know not. No, not. Call me when you finish with these wastrels. You see, I do not want nor need your help. Brady is more than capable of overseeing the transfer. Now, get out, all of you. Where have you been, Maria, and where's my vase? There was this strange flying thing, and the vase, I dropped it in the water. It was so... That vase once belonged to the royal house of Fawn. Do you have any idea how much it was worth? You will go back outside right now and search for my vase, and you are not returning until you find it. Do I make myself clear? What a witch of a capital B. My lady, pray allow me to go in the ghost. It is not safe, for she herself spoke of a ferocious wild beast. With my unmatched investigative skills, I shall swiftly locate and recover the missing vase, thereby earning your respect. At which point you will gladly grant me permission to investigate thieving duelists. Verily, it is a plan fiendishly clever in its intricacies. Not when spoken aloud. Miss Maria, would you be so kind as to tell me what exactly happened? The fucking face! Oh my god! I picked up the vase in Udall, like Mother said, and I was on my way home. I was crossing the bridge and then a flying thing came. I got scared, so I ran. When I stopped, it was gone, but so was the vase. I think I dropped it in the Novikas wells. I wanted to go and look, but there were scary looking things down there. I was scared to go alone. You are no longer alone, Miss Maria. We shall go together and look for the vase, all 5 of us. Well, in this case, I'll gladly help. All 4 of you. I'm going after Inspector Briardean. If still this strikes, I mean to be there. Miss Ellie, how can you ignore the plight of a young girl for the sake of a story? Because that's my job, you imbecile. Well, we shall not be derelict in our duty to justice. Come, Nashu, we must away. You don't even know what a bloody vase looks like. Marianne, dear, listen, if it gets dangerous or if you feel afraid, you run to this adventure for help, understand? I no longer feel guilty for riding my flaming horse into your house. Bye! And who might you be? A poxon upon that thieving demon bird, he shall rue the day he crossed paths with me. Huh? A vase? I know not of what you... Curses. Infernal refuse on the foot. Every point is a dagger. Well, I can't do anything more. But you have a very nice green chicken, sir. A vase? Well, anything that falls in the water is likely to be swept downstream fairly quickly. Does it have anything to do with that queer winged beast I saw earlier? No? Never mind then. That girl was run by earlier? I seen her. Had something in her hands, but dropped it while crossing the bridge. Didn't get a good look, but I reckon it don't matter any road. Whatever it was, it's long gone by now. Do I spy a treasure the vase, the Dorilda? Oh dear. Does this belong to you, child? Forgive me, I was so engrossed in my search that I didn't notice. Your search for what, pray tell? The demon bird leapt on with my weapon. I set it down for but a moment, only to see it next in the talons of the accursed creature. I gave chase, falling into these waters, and in my haste I stepped upon your vase. No, Fred Maria, I know it looks bad, but I'm sure Inspector Hildibrand will think of something. Oh, but I already have my faithful assistant. Hearken to me now. As for the rising sun doth dispel the dark, so shall my solution resolve our dilemma. But first, we must gather as many fragments of the vase as we can find. Come to present your findings, have you? Splendid. Let's have a look. Well, my friend, this should be more than sufficient for our needs. Yes, for miracles so far, less after all. There's but one person in all Veosia capable of reconstructing this vase. A man whose skill with the hammer has brought a rival gunsmith low, so breathtaking as work, so fearsome in his competitive spirit. This man is no mere goldsmith. You speak of him as one who would a great warrior. Once a notorious gang of thieves perpetrated a series of robberies in Nilda, targeting establishments which sold luxury goods. One such shop was owned by the humble lapidary of whom I speak. His was the shop the thieves struck, for the following morning they were found beaten, bound, and gagged in the gold court. The brass blades never learned who was responsible. The only information they had was the testimony of a thief who kept muttering the words, "The hammer, the hammer." This sounds dangerous. Aye, that he does, and I do so enjoy the company of dangerous men. But where are my manners? I've yet to properly introduce myself. I'm Gilgamesh and this is my companion Enkidu. Well, not really. It has been many moons since I last saw her, so to ease the burden of loneliness, I tamed the rooster and painted it green. In any case, you mean to search for his goldsmith, yes? If so, it would be my pleasure to help. The pleasure's all mine, Gillian. Inspector... Hildibrand, Angels of Inquiry, Inspecting Extraordinaire, bid you welcome. If it is that hard for you to remember, I give you leave to call me Gil. Excellent suggestion, Greg. Playful monikers are an effective means of building camaraderie. Call me Hildy. Now then, from what I know of the goldsmith's propensity to procure his materials himself, I have deduced he's most likely to be found in the vicinity of Booth, Fog, and Northern Dunland. It is there where we shall begin our search. Oh boy. The duplin's wounds indicated was felt with a hammer. A trail of bloody footprints leads to the north. I don't think it's been that long. Maybe whoever did it is still around? Please watch over Maria. The best-sized wound indicated was felt of a hammer. A trail of bloody footprints leads to the north. A single blow to the head. Impressive. A void scent? The double independents in this army hadn't all were slain by hammer. I was supposed to be so yonder, unless I'm mistaken. That Chimera must be his latest prize, which means he must be still about. Maybe he's watching us at this very moment, attempt to ascertain our intentions. He was ever a cautious man when on the hunt. As it comes to this, so every fiber of my being cries out in rebellion, I must break my oath and do the unspeakable. What is it that you must do that is so terrible? I must dance! I'm Manderville man, doing what only a Manderville can. Come one piece of course to Fenland, Manderville man. I cannot avert mine eyes. That is the dance of House Mandeville passed down from father to son. Were to perform within the sight of a quarry, he would not be able to resist revealing himself. Alas, I neglected to properly stretch my legs beforehand. My good woman, I see no other solution. You must answer my stead, though it may be gross, not unconcilable violation of my family's tradition. I must bequeath to you the Manderville. We have learned the Manderville dance. We are siblings now, my closest comrade, for I have shared with you the secrets of House Manderville. Now you must use that knowledge, go to the fallen Chimera and dance like only a Manderville can. Oh, dear Lord. Well. Oh, I need to wait. That's humiliating. The hammer's still stuck in the head of the goat. Fancy yourself a Manderville man, you would do what only a Manderville can, and lift your legs and put up your hands, be a Manderville man. He comes. Oh ho ho, you've not to fear from me, not at all. The only accounts are going to settle war with the Chimera. But you were not drawn here by some coincidence, or were you? No, you came in search of me, Godbird. Well, as would you gyrate your hips in such a gentlemanly fashion, if not that? Wait, I know you. She of strong yet tender fingers. But more importantly, how in hell did you learn the Manderville? If I did not teach you, then who? Good, this is good. By the grace of all, what surgery is this? He yet lives? Ah, glorious. Hildibrand, Helidor, Maximilian Vanderbilt. Wow, that was impressive. And he was again stuck in the ground. 10 years, Hildebrand. 10 years since you left home, and 5 since I learned of your trip to Dolomit. How long were you planning to allow your mother and father to suffer under the illusion that their lost son was dead? Son, you are Hildy's father. Cuthbert, the goldsmith's son, Neville man. Smithing is only a man Neville can. Oil him up and give him a 10. Fit for the Manderville man. Please, father, cease your undulations at once. There are more pressing matters at hand. Is an antique vase must be made whole once more for the sake of Miss Maria. Hey Darkslayer, welcome in. Welcome to the Hildibrand Adventures, where it features gyrating hips and half-naked man. Do not worry, little one. I have dealt with worse cases before my morning bowel movement. I'm doing okay. I have a little bit of a sore throat. Because it is sickness season here in the Netherlands. Yeah, you could just call it Nimsa's Avia, right? That's probably the closest thing. Hold your applause until the end. Spare God is a guide, my hammer. Look how it sparkles in the twilight, how its radiance radiates elegance. What your little greets is a work of art. You've completely destroyed a priceless antique historical value. Nonsense, I've taken a dull and remarkable vase and transformed it into something far superior. I hope you were paying attention, Hildy. How long has it been since you last held a hammer? Father, that's not my path. I'm an agent of inquiry and a spectre. It is my duty to help those in need. Miss Maria is one such person. There are others too, innocent people whose weapons were casually ripped from their hands by thieving duelists. I thought you had put away child's dreams. No matter, you will understand in due time. No, I will not. I'm an inspector, father. I can mean naught else. Mr. Gilbert, I don't think my mother's gonna like what you did. She probably won't let Mr. Hildebrand help with the investigation. We cannot say for certain, can we? Maybe she will take a liking to this reimagining. You spoke of a thieving duelist, did you not? It so happens I am something of a duelist myself. Were we to cross paths, follow would welcome an opportunity to pit my skills against his. And could you as well, I should think. I see you two possess a strong sense of justice. Full glad I might have Full glad am I to have met you, Greg. Now let's return to Vesper Bay and see how our vase is received. Vesper Bay, you say? What a coincidence. I shall be traveling there on business once I've finished gathering materials. Yes, I do have a coffee. I have some commissions out there, and if you want to support me, I would ask that you do it with, on coffee. If you want to buy me a coffee or something. Ooh, I think I might have seen the demon bird which took my weapon. Uh, Go on without me, I shall fall unknown. But half-naked men and gyrating hips is only like a very small part of Hildibrand, so. I hope she likes it. Mother, I brought you the vase. By the gods, have you all no shame? How dare you make my daughter complicit in your chicanery? I do not know where you found this gaudy trash, but it bears no resemblance whatsoever to the vase I purchased. Now see here, Lady Dorilda, not only did you send Maria to fetch your priceless vase alone, placing her in considerable danger should bandits of wild beasts attack, which I did, but... Gaudy trash. Lord Mondeville, sir, I did not realize you had arrived. Though I know it's nothing compared to the lavish accommodations an esteemed gentleman such as yourself must enjoy, I pray my humble abode meets you with your satisfaction. Oh, it does, my lady, it does indeed, especially that exquisite vase over yonder. Though I gather from your previous comments that you do not like my reconstruction. Your reconstruction? Oh, I don't like it, I love it. I would go as far as to call it the new centerpiece of my foreign dynasty collection. What a relief. I would have been most distressed had you said otherwise. We Manvels do so take pride in our work and never strive for professional perfection. Oh, but why am I repeating what my son Hildibrand doubtless told you when he offered to investigate the duelist threats? The expository banter, I say. I cannot recall if your son used those precise words, but I do remember thinking that his help would be most welcome. You will be helping us, Inspector Hildibrand, would you not? Wait a minute, your father is Lord Godbert Mandeville, the man who took it on the equivalent seat on the syndicate? It appears to have been a great many developments over the past 10 years of which I was completely unaware. In any case, we must redirect our energies towards the investigation of the thieving duelist. Our first order of business will be to review all the facts with consenting Inspector Briardine. Consulting Inspector Briardine, Hildibrand. Why are you still here? Allow me to state, Lady Dorilda has asked that we assist with the investigation. Now kindly share with us all your information. Fine, our plans have advanced to a stage that even you can ruin them anyway. I commissioned several reproductions of the Treaty Blade through a merchant named John Jopa, who traffics in counterfeit antiques. These blades have been delivered to the observatorium, where they are being distributed amongst the Duriel sellswords. Once I give the order, they will transport them via alternative routes to Vesper Bay. Oh, I think I get it. You're hiding the real transporter with a bunch of decoys, right? They're all decoys. The moment if he strikes, all forces will converge on his location, including those disguised as small folk along each route. The real tricky bait will remain the original owner's fault until the thief has been apprehended. Everything has been accounted for, you're superfluous. Maybe we could use more small folk to watch the roads in and out of the observatorium, assuming you have the capacity to conduct yourself in an assuming fashion. Fear not, my fellow inspector, for I am a master of disguise. Have you any information regarding the duelist himself, a description? You never thought to ask Humphrey, did you? The thief is said to be a towering brute dressed in red who wields a halberd. A man so garishly dressed should be easy to find in snowy clefts. Then I suppose we don't need your help after all, do we? Come or don't, I couldn't care less. Be seeing you. Pray forgive my lateness. Greg, my good man, what a pleasure to see you again. We just received new information regarding the weapon thief. Let's see. Towering brute dressed in red. The only thing missing is a halberd. Huh. A victim described as a halberd wielding brute dressed in a ridiculous outfit. A ridiculous outfit? Oh, now I'm intrigued. What reasons would a warrior have for wearing impractical clothing? Haha, what reason indeed? This is enough to make a gentleman laugh. Allow me to summarize our current plan of action. Our destination is the observatorium, and our mission is to pose as small folk in accordance with Inspector Briardine's instructions. Naturally, should the situation demand improvisation, we are to disregard those instructions. Any questions? No? Then let us study forth at once. To Camp Dragonaut we go! Hail to thee, fellow servant of justice. I take you're one of the many tasks with transporting a counterfeit 3D blade? Clearly, you have mistaken me for someone else, mister. Eddie, Surgeon, they're with us. More small folk. Keep an eye on them, or else. But sir, bugger me. Don't you bloody move until I get back. I say, is this land always so unhospitable? The biting winds, the endless snows. Mayhap keep it active will help me stay warm. Oh, and should I have a chance to find a thieving duelist, I will of course summon you after administering the recruited beating. Ha ha ha. You're still? Huh? Was there someone else with you a moment ago? Ah, you speak of Greg. He ventured outside the gates mere moments before your arrival, full eager to catch the thief, as are we. Come now, shoot, we too must answer the call of duty. You look like you might actually be useful. Why don't you have a word with my men near the east gates? We are undermanned over there. Alright, have a good lunch. Bye bye. You see that just now? No? I don't think manager are playing tricks on me, but there's one way to be sure. You wait here. Inspector, over there, look! What is no shoot? Pray tell me what you see. I see you, demon bird. You will not escape me this time. Why, hello there, my friends. Is all amiss? Oh, it's just Greg. For a moment I thought you might have spotted our thief. Come, Nashu, we have lingered here over long. We must aggress post haste. There's not out of the ordinary here either. Now look, we've scouted every illness area to no avail. I can only conclude that, having learned that his opponent was to be the legendary Inspector Hildibrand, the duelist renounced his criminal ways and retreated into hiding. Or perhaps he's waiting patiently outside the walls for more wagons to leave. That said, should you decide to venture into the wilderness, you'd best arm yourself more than your wits. I appreciate your concern, Miss Ellie, but a gentleman should abstain from violence unless absolutely necessary. I'll fight for you, Inspector. I even found a weapon to use. By the 12, was it the self-same spear which propelled me to the Red Moon? Wherever did you find it? It was buried in the snow. Oh, one cannot ignore the will of destiny. Return to me, Nashu. Though I will still endeavor to avoid fisticuffs, I will be duly armed should wars come to worse. Now then, we'll begin our search for the list to the east of the observatory. Come now, how hard can it be to find a large man dressed in red in clothes? Well, he ran past a few times. Well, for Artu, my nefarious nemesis, was not a self-same creature, but one of many. Nevertheless, I know that my weapon is close by. You sense it too, don't you? These half-idiots do not even make one whole idiot. Greg, I've been meaning to ask, why do you convey this weapon so? If you but beheld it, you would understand. In some ways, the war resemblance to a spear, but in other respects, it was quite different. It was crowned with a magnificent exploit, to which was wheeled a musket's barrel. It was one of the first weapons I added to my collection after arriving in these lands. How we yearn to reclaim it, the strongest of spears. Now the weapon of yours bears a striking resemblance to the strongest of spears. I claimed this weapon 5 years ago. Surely you cannot be serious. Now you call me Shirley. No matter, give it to me. Give it to me. This spear and I have traveled together to the very heavens. I will not relinquish it again. This spear and I have bested many a man together. I will not relinquish it again. Then we are at an impasse. I can't believe I'm saying this, but well done, Inspector. Thanks to you, we caught the weapon thief in the act. Miss Ellie, you are grossly misreading our dispute. Greg is a good, honest man, who I am certain has never stolen a weapon in his life. Indeed, I have not. Every weapon I've claimed was by rights mine. Each was a trophy for besting my opponent in single combat. I believe that constitutes a confession. Seize him. A confession to what? I've done not. But you're all beyond reason. Ah yes, my plan to secure Greg's confession was utterly flawless, and his capture will be the coup de grace. Well, my plan is thus far flawless. Griffin Crossing is still impossible. I know who you are, even if that imbecile doesn't, so that's not my words. Only you have the skill to face duelists in battle. Even so, your strength alone will likely not suffice. I suggest you muster what allies you can. As you have my advice in sporting, I remind you that our duty supersedes any begotten notions of honor you may possess. Well, trust me, I don't really care about honor. Hail, please. Nashu, Miss Ali? My good woman, it's a relief to hear your footfalls. You have doubtless deduced I was unable to prevent Crag from escaping through the doors. I must leave the rest to you. Yes, it was I behind these doors the whole time. You took so long to arrive. I was getting worried you might have gone lost. Long did I wonder what your role in this play was. A silent guardian content to watch events unfold with minimal interaction. At the last I understand, we were fated to duel, you and I. Best me, you may have a spare. Fill in your weapons are forfeits. Fair turns, do you not think? I'll even extend them to your allies. I grant you'll leave some others. After all, they'll deal you no advantage. For Gilgamesh, it is embiggening time. Who? This one's actually more fun with other people, so I kind of want to see if it will pop up in 10 minutes. Otherwise, I'm gonna do it by myself, but it's not bad on. It's bad on the big bridge. So let's wait. One of my friends is coming in and gonna join me to tank for this fight, which I really appreciate. Thank you very much. I think just queuing up would be fine. Considering the fact that not many people actually queue for this. We'll probably get people from the trial roulette anyway, so it might be a long wait. I'm unsure. I mean, I'm also fine with just doing it with the two of us. That could also be funny, actually. Yeah, we'll do it with the two of us then. Let me quickly send you an invite then. Battle on the big bridge. I mostly just want to do it because of the music. Don't kill him too quickly, alright, Suki? Oh, I love your hair. It's so good. Now I'm a frog. Whee! You should pull my god. That's not a sprint. Yeah. Yeah, we haven't gained an understanding. Bye bye!
Well then. That's enough of a beating for now.
Oh. Well, bye. That was actually quite funny. Oh, thank you so much, Suki. Alone yet still armed? Hmm. In any case, he seems satisfied with Halbert. We'll proceed with the delivery. How many swords did he drop? Well, wait, does not one look just like a sword? Yes, have a good learn, Amy. Thank you so much. But even the one untrained eye, that's obviously a counterfeit blades, and so is this one and this one. What in the world? Huh, interesting. Are you dead again, Inspector? Why, Greg? Why? Yeah. The ads are on at the moment, so we're just gonna go and run to the what's called Vesper Bay, and then we'll have a quick break. Alright, and let's continue with Hildibrand Adventures. She should be here somewhere. I'm either blind or... Where is she? Oh, she's outside. Of course. Ah, it's more magnificent than I imagined. It will make a fine addition to my collection. Guys, why is she walking away from the house? And with that, our business is concluded. Cheers. I generally mean that in your case, by the way. All is well that ends well, right, Inspector? Though it is a shame that Greg turned out to be the thief. There you are, Inspector Bryardine. Why did you not wait for me at the docks? Huh? Why are you all staring at me so? Oh, never mind that. Where is my treaty blade? But didn't we just give you the treaty blade? Disguise yourself as the client and let the treaty blade come to you. Take advantage of an existing situation to distract us from the real crime. Brilliant. The man in red never spoke of the treaty blade, only the halberd. Moreover, he always issued his challenges in person. Dear God, isn't it obvious? What is it like in your funny little brains? It must be so boring. If the man in red did not stand the challenge, then who did? Right in the forehead! Hildibrand chuckled like a chump, considering Bryardine is on the ground. I believe this is addressed to me, condescending Inspector Bryardine. Piss off. 400 years have I slept, 1,000 faces do aware. What is yours will be mine. I shall claim the lapis maiden virtue. A many-faced phantom thief. Interesting. The design and wording are the same as before. The thief who stole the treaty blade sent this. Very well. I alone, Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, once more accept your challenge. You want a challenge, huh? Stand and face me, you buffoon. You will never catch him. At least they're amusing Maria and me, so. How dare you all laugh at a time like this, after allowing my precious tree blade to be stolen. And you, Maria. Oh, I suppose it's a little funny, isn't it? The two of them dashing and fro. Ah, a pair of gentlemen murmurs. You know, it's been far too long since we've seen the show. We should head into the city later, just you and me. Not bad, Hildy, not bad at all. You are indeed a Mandeville man. Mark my face, O phantom of many faces, for it is the face of the huff. It's actually longer than I remembered, Hildibrand. The fiend dares lay claim to the fair maiden's virtue. A seed of jealousy quaking within an inspector's soul. Can true love bloom on this battlefield? Will this Mandeville man will his Mandeville wife? A case of indecency? No, it's that one. You wanna watch this. Hey, what's with the gauze the men are wearing? They look special. Maybe if I ask Nancy, they'll give me a pair? I guess we'll find out next time. Gross, man. Hildy. Gross. Ah, there you are. I've been doing some investigating on my own since we last parted. I believe I found our Lapis Maiden. The girl's name is Arabella, daughter of one Master Gugu Rimu and prominent member of the East Eleanor Trading Company. Her eyes and hair are a most exceptional shade of blue. Her beauty is the talk of the Sultanate. Her purported beauty, I should say. You see, none have actually seen the girl in the flesh. Apparently her father is of a protective sort. Some say that the maiden has never set foot outside the city's well-guarded estate. But this is about to change. Rumor has it that the girl is to be wed, and not just to anyone, mind you, to the heir of the Bulgare consortium. The formal announcement is said to be made at the commemorative feast to be jointly hosted by the two family businesses. The venue is Costa del Sol, where preparations are going on as we speak. Word on the streets that the bride-to-be will make a rare public appearance. It is there that the thief intends to strike. I couldn't be more certain of it. Piqued your interest, have I? My sources tell me that the bride's father is already in Costa del Sol overseeing preparations. This is one scoop I'm not going to miss, and you're welcome to come along. Time for some sunshine, sea, and beach. We're going to Costa del Sol. You're not one of my associates? This banquet is for invited guests only. If you have no business here, be on your way at once. Uh, Beg pardon, good sir. My name's Ellie, reporter for the Mythril Eye. I might just have a moment of your... Ah, yes, that's two guilds and station on this rag. I reached your tiresome screed about the self-styled phantom thief and his letter of challenge. If you have come to tell me my daughter's in danger, I can assure you that your concern is entirely unwarranted. I have not kept my Arabella safe to this day. It's here whisked away from me by some fly-by night rogue. I spared no expense in securing the best protection that money can buy. The brass blades of the Gabra, an elite unit of the most lethal swordsmen in the Sultanate. They say one of the men once caused some man's heart to burst just by looking at him askance. The moment they set eyes on the would-be thief will be his last. If the thief is obliging enough to allow himself to be seen. Or do this goggle search on purpose other than making the wearer look utterly ridiculous? Briar Dean! Consulting Inspector Briar Dean, your reputation precedes you. And what, pray tell, would you propose? From some of the wealthiest men in the realm that my daughter will be attending the festivities. The renege on my word would have dire implications for the family trade. My process is a simple one, entrust the investigation to me. The thief will be in shackles before the banquet commences, and it will cost you not a whit of your precious gil. Very well. Let's see if your reputation is deserved, but consider yourself warned. Great fortunes on you I will no hinge on this banquet. I will tolerate no disturbances. Such touching concern for his pointers. If only you could muster the same for his daughter. But do tell, Inspector, after he slipped on her noses the last time, what makes you so confident you can catch her feet this time? Our normally boasts of other faces, but it has a single modus operandi, and it's painfully obvious. A letter of challenge, a precious treasure whisked away from its rightful owner in broad daylight. This tells me that our thieves and attention seeker with supreme confidence in his abilities. Doubtless he needs to target a maiden using the same methods he used to abscond with his tricky blade. Even now, the fiend is in our midst, having assumed the identity of someone who will be in close proximity to Miss Arabella at the feast. I've already narrowed the field. Arabella's betrothed, Vanus, would be an obvious target for a thief. So too would his father Morgant. Yalto, Nolto, and his wife, Sinana, the guest of honor. Will give a toast to the couple's happiness. Both will be standing close to the stage where the bride to be set to appear. Needless to say, we cannot rule out Guramu himself. Finally, we have Lu and Hart, a steward of Guramu's estate and Arabella's personal attendant. All key players, save for the Lapis Maiden herself, have been assembled in Costa del Sol. Doubtless the phantom thief lurks among them, his face concealed, gathering information and planning his course of attack. We will begin our questioning of the suspects immediately. Should you encounter any suspicious individuals, you are to report us back to me at once. Hildibrand Manderville, I could smell the stench of idiocy and incompetence from a mile away. The pleasure is all mine, contriving Inspector Briardine. Forgive me for not revealing myself sooner. I was simply conducting a bit of preliminary undercover investigative work. Yet to see from my ingenious disguise was ease. Yes, I dare say our powers of observation rival evil, even my own. Fair enough, friends. I, Hildibrand, agent of Inquiry Inspector Extraordinaire, have arrived to defend the Maiden's honor as only a Manderville man can. Seems that brass blades do so enjoy this show. He does realize there's still fish on his head, doesn't he? The inspector realized that we had not seen eye to Monaco in the past, but fair maid's virtue, yeah, but her life is at stake. From one gentleman to the other, that is put aside our differences. Yes, I would welcome your assistance in this case. Me assist you? Aren't you a funny man? Oh, it matters not. My plan is so flawless that not even your bungling can interfere this time. If you wish to assist me, you may do so by keeping watch over the suspects. In the meantime, I have a promising lead to investigate. I shall return before the banquet begins. Well, I know this may be asking much. Do try not to do anything stupid in my absence, will you? I will speak with you, but not here. I will be waiting for you outside Costa del Sol, concretely, for we do not have the luxury of time. You've come. Excellent. With that buffoon suitably distracted, we can get to more important matters. But before we proceed, what might I call you? An unremarkable name, but it will suffice. Now answer me this, Melody. You were there when the Phantom Thief in disguise played Durelda stole off with the tree blade. Was there anything about a foe's disguise that struck you as particularly noteworthy? Intriguing. Where will most will point out the sheer physical perfection of the disguise you turn an eye within. A thorough inspection of the mask left behind the scene revealed a tiny prism sewn into the fabric. It is this stone that allows him to change appearances at will, and yet, like you, it was a secondary concern to me. From movements and mannerism to that utterly obnoxious personality, the thief did not merely look like Lady Dorilda, he was her. Such a feat could not be accomplished by magical trickery alone. We are dealing with a clever and thorough criminal. Not content to rely on his ample powers of disguise, he sees his targets closely before assuming their identities. He emulates them utterly and completely that not even their closest friends or family could detect that aught is amiss. Obviously, players arrived at Castle Sol 3 days ago when preparations for the banquet began. It would afford the thief more than enough time to study his would-be target. And yet some disguises are more challenging than others. Put yourself in the mind of our phantom, Melody. If you were the thief, whose identity would you first assume? I would think one of the breastplates at first, to get closer. Precisely. Claire, you're far less useless than the bumbling inspector whose company you keep. Strong in number, few words, able to come and go as they please, a fearsome reputation to scare away any who would draw near enough to realize something was amiss, an ideal entry into Costa del Sol for a man. Deducting as much, I made a point to question the breastplates in the area. Little to my surprise, I learned there was one man who had not been seen at his favorite alehouse for 3 days. Our thief has not made a habit of wanton murder, doubtless the poor man is lying naked in a ditch not far from here. In addition to general security duties, each of the breastplates have been assigned serves as a bodyguard for one or more of the guests. If the man can tell us of his assigned charge, like as not, his answer will reveal the current identity of our thief. Our thief will not have had the time to carry the unconscious man far. I will confess the immediate area. You begin your search on the outskirts of Costa del Sol. Excellent, you're one of the less incompetent assistants I've worked with. Yeah, well, I've also risen to greater heights than you, so thank the gods, please free me from these chains before the snippers eat me alive. There, now tell me all that you can remember about what happened to you and try to be brief. We just arrived in Costa del Sol, had a briefing of sorts. Mr. Gugurumo gave us each our orders. We'll be looking after and like, had a mind to tour the area, get my bearings. Next thing I knew, I felt a thwack on the back of my head. When I came in, you two was stripped to misgivings. Let's just chagrin of those who have to look at you. You say you received orders from Mr. Gugurumo, who was to be your charge. My memory's hazy, but one was Morgan's, father of the groom. The other was a lot of Belgians from Limza. Yalto Noldo. Now try your best to remember. Were there any other guests with whom you ordered to interact? Come to think of it, yes. I was also Stuart Lewenhard. I was to review his schedule of events, discuss protection of key supplies, that sort of thing. Morgan yelled not on Noonheart. Thank you. For an incompetent fool, your testimony has proven astonishingly enlightening. I shall see this man back to the city in the possession of some new clothes, after which I shall return to Costa del Sol to continue the investigation. Go on ahead of me, and for the love of God, just make sure that the imbecile doesn't cause too much trouble in my absence. That's gonna be difficult. It is Hildibrand, after all. Ah, there you are, my friend. Not a moment too soon, for I was about to commence my investigation in earnest. Tell me, do you, Inspector Brydene's avenue of inquiry bear fruit? Morgan, Yolto, Nolto, and Stewart, Lowenhart, you say? This does not surprise me. Yeah, it's considered all exceptionally suspicious from the start. With the lapis made in danger, we cannot afford a moment's delay. I, Hildibrand, shall have our thief in shackles before the inspector returns. Fear not, friend, the inspector shall be none the wiser. Haha, if he had hoped to nab the fiend for himself, he should not have simplified the task for me so. There's another suspect standing suspiciously on the canopy over there. Just wait, friend. Just wait, fiend. I shall wrap the mask from your face and reveal you for the rogue that you are. Oh boy. Oh no, do not assault the father of the groom. Stand back, friend. The man who we pursue is a criminal mastermind. The mere slip of the tongue could put our case, nay, our very lives in danger. But have no fear, Miss Ellie. The better you quill, you might record my every word as I employ the time-honored art of parley, handed down from Mandeville, men of ages past, to reveal our foe. Yes, I'll take a quick drink. Thank you. I can think of few topics that would interest my readers less than your blatterings. Just catch a few so I can have my story, would you? Don't worry, Inspector, I brought my quill and journal too. Your adoring fans won't miss a word. Capital. This is why you are my favorite assistant. Now behold the Zion's narrow prey with a web of wards leading to his inevitable demise. Good day, Master Guru. A fine day it must be for you most of all. Allow me to offer my most heartfelt congratulations on your betrothal to the enchanting Miss Arabella. What is this nonsense? Arabella is my daughter, you. Just who in the seven hells are you, anyway? Guards, guards! Ah, no, hold your chocobos, Guru. I recognize the lad. This is Hildibrand, Angel of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire. Come to save the lovely lass from the clutches of the Phantom Thief, have you? I reckon we owe the man our gratitude. Eh, Venice? The Phantom Thief. Balderdash and rot if you ask me. That said, my betrothed must be quite a beauty indeed, have such rumors told about her. Perhaps she's worthy of me after all. Haha. Can I slap him? I'd like to slap him, please. He exudes an unusual degree of confidence for such an effective fashion challenge to youth. Most suspicious. He is a damn sight easier on the eyes than you. Let's move on as ever calm in the face of danger. Truly his father's son. A worthy heir to the Bulgarian consortium and a worthy match for my daughter, I must say. Yes, I've foreseen many years of prosperity for our families. Our family, should I say. Ho ho. Which reminds me, Mr. Vance, Arabella asked me to convey her gratitude for you for the golden class you sent some months ago. It has not left her neck since the day. Oh, that little trinket was nothing. Till your daughter, the greatest treasure in the realm, will be hers once we are wed. Ha ha ha. Ugh. The time unamendable art of parley will be sleeping with the fishes now, had Morgan not spoken upon your behalf. That said, nothing about the interaction between the three struck me as particularly unnatural. Ha ha ha, let's not rush to conclusions, Miss Ellie. A gentleman fancies a more method approach. Yes, everything is proceeding according to my master plan. Oops, I was supposed to be taking this down, wasn't I? Everything is proceeding according to my master plan. I suddenly turned the trust of the family before confronting Yalto, Nolto, and Doenhard, who have roused my suspicions from the start. Come, we have a feast at Brent. I've not seen your face around here with the East Eldenard Trading Company, are you? Well, yes, good sir, very much with them. Some might even say we are the Eastern Elder Trading Company. Ha ha ha. Hildibrand, I'm gonna push you off these dogs if you don't shut up. Oh, pleasure to meet you. Do tell. Is the Leopard's maid as lovely as they say? Zainana is no slouch herself, but like me, she's getting in the years. And no offense, my dear. Oh, what are my manners? Jot not of the Burger Consortium and this me wife, Zainana. I look forward to many profitable dealings with you and using the moves in years to come. I dare say the wedding and the joining together of our family business couldn't be happening at a better time. What of all the manner of fell bees and beesmen taking aim at the wares? I just the other day a shipment of imported foodstuffs waylaid by the Mandragoras. Nasty burgers, lot of them. If I were 20 years younger, I'd dice them up myself and make a salad out of them. You have heard of the Mandragoras, haven't you? But of course, I once spent a year honing body and mind with the fist of Relgar. My fellow monks and I would chant several hundred mantras what's it today. And your food search occasionally you read about a ruthless band of raw vegetables known as the Mandragoras, yes? Would it kill to read the before I educate yourself from time to time? Fair some not, they are. Rumor has it they'll not rest until every fruit or vegetable harvest for consumption has been freed from captivity. Why, they struck at the lodge here just a few days ago. Our supplies are decimated. Fear not, my lady. I was able to arrange for an emergency shipment to replace the stolen produce. It arrived safely some time ago. Settle down, Simon. Forgive my wife. She's always saying how meat is bad for a figure. And with that, I go best prepare me speech. Carry on, lads. Criminy, none of these three were suspicious in the least. But we must not give up hope, lest he of many faces have the last laugh. Where there's a will, there's a gentleman shall find a way. Come, Nashi. We must move quickly, or the Lapis maiden shall not be the only one to come to harm. It speaks so fast, Inspector. The sign of a quick mind, I'm sure. Now, where was I? Give up hope. He of many faces will not last. The Lapis maiden shall not be the only one come to harm. I'm not sure it captures the Inspector's intended meaning. But there's no time for us to be standing around. Inspector Bardeen will be back any moment now, and he is not the type to suffer excuses. Quite so, Miss Ellie. Fortunately, I have a plan. Let's investigate the footsteps of which Master Lewin spoke. Should we find any contradiction in his testimony, we can consider the man a prime suspect. Inspector Bardeen will be back before long. Come now, shoot. There's no time to delay. Right. So these are the footsteps. Graceful assorted foodstuffs and a veritable host of delicious-looking coconuts. It appears that a man known heart spoke true. You guys, are those explosive I spy concealed amongst those coconuts? Perhaps I spoke in haste. It would appear that we have found a friend of thief after all. Aren't those nashoes? Yeah, they're nashoes. Far be it from me to cast out on your choice of hobbies, but what in the name of 12 positions bring your creations to an investigation? Well, there was a helpful jog in your memory at one time, and I just thought, this evening you won't be needing this piece of driftwood either. Your enthusiasm is always admirable, Nashu, but in this event I fear it's somewhat misdirected. Now set the driftwood down over there and concentrate on taking your notes like the astute assistant you are. Actually, give me that driftwood. I say we're most fortunate that confounding Inspector Briardine is otherwise occupied at the moment. We heard a chance upon the scene he would veritably explode in rage. Now, let's dispose of these things before an emergence onto a fair demise. Confounding Inspector Briardine explode for your demise. Got it. Are you sure about that? Uh-oh, don't look now, but someone has returned to the absolute worst possible time. You two are supposed to be keeping an eye on the suspect and staying out of trouble, yes? The inspector will have a fit if he sees you here. But Miss Ellie, should Inspector Briardine come upon these explosives, the consequences will be even more dire. Melania will see that the inspector keeps a wide berth of speech. You two just get out of here and be quick about it. Quick thinking, Miss Ellie. Well, I'm not sure we shall return for your creations once Inspector Briardine has been led safely from the scene. Investigation calls us and we must heed his cry. Ellie has such a soft spot for Hildibrand and Nashu. Now, where is that? I have the feeling that the driftwood is more important than we think. So, Hildibrand has managed thus far not to destroy anything. Consider me something almost resembling impressed. Ah, indeed, but enough about Hildibrand. Melody and I feel wanted here dates fairies. We should go somewhere quiet and... An excellent idea, Miss Ellie. Ah, yes, that's what's over there by the crates should suffice. There will places, but surely we could find somewhere more scenic. I'm not here on vacation, I'm here to solve a case. Besides, we cannot afford to have our conversation overheard. That junk litter beach should afford us some welcome privacy. Yes, Inspector. Privacy indeed. Bloody hell, don't worry, matey. I'll figure out some way to lead him clear of the bombs. I'll point out the driftwood. It's just me if there's a bit of chill in the air. Perhaps we should go someplace warm. Well, we're being rained upon. I, for one, welcome the respite from the sweltering heat. Besides, it will not take long. If you insist, Inspector. Through the questioning of a brass blade attacked by a quarry, I've identified 3 individuals most likely to be our thief in disguise. To wit, Morgan, Yalto, and Lowenhart, the three of us shall split up, with each of us keeping watch over. Are the 2 of you listening? Of course we are. Beg pardon, Inspector. You look unwell, Miss Ellie. Perhaps you're right. I too feel a chill wind blowing in. Maybe we should continue our conversation elsewhere. But there's no need. Wait here and I shall build us a fire. Aha, methinks the inspector has taken leave of his senses. The chance of locating suitable kindling on these barren shores is infinitesimal. Here we are. This piece of driftwood should serve perfectly. And I was fortunate to have it. I just happen to have some flint on my person. In the rain, even. There's no cause for alarm. It is not blood that courses through the inspector's veins, but ice. I could not fathom a series of events that would lead such a calm and composed individual to lose a firm grip on that fiery torch. A remarkable insight, Inspector. I must record his words for prosperity. Whee! It's flying! What have we here? Everything is proceeding according to my master plan. Could this be another challenge from the fiend? Surely, Jet Inspector, it looks nothing like his usual card, see? That was just the idle ravings of some madman. Perhaps so, we must exercise due caution. Ah, there are 2 more pages. Give up hope, he of many faces will outlast. Is not the map, not the lapis maiden alone shall come to harm. It is more direct than his previous challenges, but there can be no doubt as to the sender. Well, let's just talk of another victim. The final page holds the answer, no doubt. The final page. Confounding Inspector Briardine will meet a fiery demise. Ah! And there goes the... Hildibrand to the rescue. Don't move. Oh dear. Well, that was Hildibrand. Well, I guess you have roasted coconuts now? You solved for the fiend's ruse, but how? Let's call it reporter's intuition. Are you hurt? A ring in my ears, but otherwise no worse to wear. You have my gratitude. Oh, something is brewing between those two. Hildibrand Mandeville, were you able to learn aught of the fiend who made this ignoble attempt on my life? I exhausted every effort to expect her, yet I fear our quarry proves ever elusive. Excellent, I might have died of shock if you had. At any rate, our foe has revealed himself as no mere thief, but a madman who will resort to cold-blooded murder. We must redouble our vigilance, lest the others come to harm. Vigilance, yes, vigilance the order of the day. What in the name of the gods does thief? Those vegetables cost a fortune and they're ruined, ruined! Agent of inquiry, more like agent of injury and incompetence. Your order applies applies you have to strike before the banquet begins, or we'll see entire lot of you rot in jail. Rot in jail. It's jail, not jail, it's jail. Well, let's speak to Leonard. What was the terrible explosion coming from the beach? Is everyone safe? Fear not, the fiend's artless attempt on my life has been thwarted. Sadly, your food supply did not escape unscathed. Master Gugurmu bids that the damaged ingredient be replaced with full speed. Good God, this is no feat, this is a madman! As for replacing the ingredients, I fear this will prove a difficult task. Those crates contained imported vegetables of considerable rarity, you see. Vegetables that are in particularly short supply these days, what if the Manacor is large? Even if I were to place the order immediately, it would take days to arrive. The Manacoras. I've heard of the Felband. Tell me, what manner of vegetables did they steal? The rare was an import from the Far East. I do not recall the name, but it closely resembled the Eorzean dragon pepper, save for its color, which was deep purple. You think she does worry too much, then Master Heart? Our course of action is clear. We need only disarm to down these overgrown weeds and steal your precious purple dragon peppers right back. I would advise against that, Inspector. These are no ordinary mandragoras, but rather a bloodthirsty band of killers given succulent flesh. Even the brass blades of the Gara proved unable to resist them. Ooh, a formidable foe indeed. Were only there a brave soul in our midst, with wont to take on fearsome enemies with not a shred of concern for our own well-being. Your eyes, friend, they speak to me. They say, yes, I shall vanquish these rogue vegetables and deliver the porter goods back to their rightful owner. You're truly a godless adventurer. One Sima of the Yellow Jackets have been charged with defending the roads from the Managoras. If anyone should have the knowledge of their current whereabouts, would be him. If I lose ingredients, Mr. Guru is like to cook me instead. Please, friend, you're my only hope. A gentleman would never let a lady face injured alone. That's a way to Limsa together. Oh, here we go to Limsa Laminza. If you come from the Managoras, I fear you have a bell too late. That's where we, bless it all, To hear the poor merchant tell, no sooner did he open his cargo hold to check up on the shipment of vegetables than an internal him screeching bloody murder. For his own vessel in sheer terror he did, by the time he came back to his senses, it had set sail without him. The merchant left for Ailport, hoping to recoup his losses. If you have a mind to go after the culprits, you might lend an ear to his set up. As the thrill of the chase not invigorated friend, the ferry docked by the fisherman's bottom well carries to Ailport. Let's be swiftly on our way. Eek, don't sneak upon me like that. I thought you were for a turnip, a murderous eggplant, or something like that. Think I just do you? You'll be singing a different tune when the shops tell me the juice almost took out your eye, less than mine. My eye! By the time I regain my wits, I already set sail with my ship and me livelihood. I'm ruined, ruined. If I see another bleeding onion until the end of my days, it'll be too soon. To hear most say, the Mandragoras are a nasty lot, a right pain in the arse, so farmers and professionals they're all over. Well, let me tell you, friend, that ain't the last of it. Bringing their fellow prawns are the larders into vegetables but the beginning. The bulbous blackguards have a far grander scheme. Revolution. Madness, you see? Take a fair to the Isles of Umbra and see with your own eyes. A veritable vegetable kingdom where the eggplant turns the rule of an iron fist. This muscle-bound fellow with a dim expression. I could swear I've seen his face somewhere before. Better me if it ain't the omelette overlord who fancy himself a gentleman inspector. Which will make you... I could it be? The adventurer or best at the thieving duelist in single combat? Sure. Well, believe me and call me Inspector. Tell me, is it true to do a travel with a demon bird whose crow could split the heavens? That's neither here or there. Look, I do know about you, but I ain't so keen on the notion of calling a bloody tomato your grace. Yeah, I'm not going to call tomato your grace either, so... As we speak, the Mandragoras are planting themselves a whole army of their own kind on the Isles of Umbra. You'll be doing the whole realm a favor if you could go there and uproot them before the harvest comes. Sure. Many cases I've sold in my day with a not match which was sent in the plant life before. This should prove quite exhilarating. Till the Isles of Umbra. I knew there was something with vegetables in this quest line, but I forgot that it was the Mandragoras. What are you doing? Oh, these are the Mandragoras, the Onion Prince, Mandragora, the Queen, Eggplant Knight, Tomato King, and the Garlic Jester. Okay, so we murdered a bunch of vegetables. Interesting. It's most certainly interesting. Your turn. I feared you might end up a tasty snack for a crazy head of cabbage. No, I have your stolen food stuff. You've saved my hide today. Oh, but I must see if those purple dragon peppers are intact. Master Guru is quite particular about the seasonings. Oh, what can I come to? I've never seen a purple dragon pepper before. Not while the vegetable chase was a pleasant diversion, but it's time we return to the chase. Now, there must be some clue that yet eludes us. Or the peppers have changed color. Does this barber still possess the same powers of disguise as a many-faced foe? A gentleman must needs investigate. A striking shade of blue, quite far from the purple mass of Lowenhart described. Perhaps we recovered the wrong crate. Looking, Inspector, the crate is clearly marked for Costa del Sol. I'm curious. Did you say purple? I mean purplish blue or bluish purple. The two colors are really quite similar when you think about it. These powers have a most distinctive hue. No man could reasonably be mistaken for any shade of purple. Unless, of course, he was wearing a very particular sort of eyewear at the time. Ah, the charade is up. After the man. Is that expected all along? The Coast must have proven the key to cracking the case. With speech notion. The fiend must be brought to justice. For those who weren't aware, the brass braids were wearing red tinted goggles Which blue peppers would turn purple? You can run, but you cannot. Ha ha ha, if you thought you could outsprint this man of a man, you were sorely mistaken. Repelling a priceless blade, threatening a maiden's virtue, and untold crimes against the law-abiding citizens of Leosia, I, Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, hereby place you under arrest. Hildibrand? Done in by a snipper. A fitting end for an ignorable thief. Let's see what lies behind the mask. I don't think this is the Oh, where am I? Who are you? Huh, playing the fool will avail you not. I suggest you come willingly. A gentleman is not given to violence, but should you attempt to resist, I disavow responsibility for any shattered skulls and broken bones. Wait, I remember now. I was on my way to meet with Miss Arabella when... Miss Arabella, I must find her at once! My head. To see if this man wears a mask. This is a true Leonhard. I swear on my life that it is so. I was en route to the estate in Wineport when one of the brass blades on patrol approached me. We exchanged greetings, and the next instant, he turned on me. I fought desperately to defend myself, he managing to drive a kitchen knife into the man's right hand. In the end, though, he proved too strong for me. Now that you mention it, the imposter's wearing gloves. I knew there was something suspicious about him. There is still time before the banquet begins. Knowing our quarry, he's doubtless already assumed a new identity. And yet he couldn't have foreseen the turn of events. It is unlikely that he had the time to thoroughly research his new target. Most importantly, we now know that the thief suffered a wound to his right hand. We need simply return to Costa del Sol and examine the hands of all present. An excellent plan, Inspector. While we do so, we shall accompany Leeuwenhart back to the state, that we might ensure Miss Arabella's safety. Angry vegetables. I have found you, my little ones. Let me guess. You seethe with anger at those who took from you what was yours. Then it would appear our goals are in accord, and make forth to the soul and away my orders. When the time is right, revenge will be yours. The game is afoot. Inspectors. No, what mask shall I wear to the ball? Miss Arabella, what are you doing out here? You must return to the state at once. Oh, Lewin, always a warrior. Your concern is touching, but I am a woman grown. Besides, I just want to see the flowers. Lovely though those flowers may be, they are not necessarily weeds or message against your beauty. I'm Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire. Please call me Hildy. The pleasure is mine, my lord. What have I heard about your deeds? Tell me, are these rumors of a many-faced thief true? I fear they are, Miss Arabella. But still your gentle heart. For as long as Hildibrand's on the case, the fiend shall not lay a twisted hand upon you. This I swear on the Mandeville name. The gods smile on me indeed. To sense such a strong and handsome gentleman as my champion, and yet you seem pensive, my lady. Is something the matter? To tell the truth, this marriage has been arranged against my wishes. I do not love Hannes. Why, I have not even met him. He sent me this glass as a betrothal gift, a treasure for my treasure, wear it always. Much said, I do not care how beautiful it is, it might as well be a golden shackle. Miss Arabella, you must not say such things. An arranged marriage to a youth you have not even met? Unconscionable. My father says marriage must happen. That is for the future of the family trade. Spoken like a true old Don. But if I may be bold, my lady, would I be correct in assuming you and your father are not related by blood? Quite so. Father found me amongst the beggars in Pearl Lane when I was just a babe. He took me in and raised me as his own. He took Lewin in as well, though as a servant rather than a son. You may think father called him a miserly man, but to me he is the man who gave me warmth and hope where I had none. I will learn to love Valens, if it will make father happy. You cannot be serious, Mr. Arabella. You are a beautiful young woman with your whole life ahead of you. Sure, you will not have to look far to find a gentleman with whom you would rather spend the rest of your days. If I have to spend another hour with you, I'm like to lose my wits. But anyway, we should return to Costa del Sol and see how the inspector's investigation fares. I as well must prepare for the banquet. Farewell, friends. You have not a moment to lose, friend. The time of our final confrontation with the fiend is nigh. Our foe has doubtless assumed a new identity, but have no fear. Upon our return to Costa del Sol, I shall employ the time-tested manifold art of Barley to cut through the fiend's flimsy facade. It is an art that would impart to you as well, friend. But there will be time enough for that once our foes are shackles and Miss Arabella safe. No doubt it shall prove as invaluable to your adventures as it has in my investigations, or failing that, serve to entertain you when you have nothing better to do. But I digress, and gentlemen must away to Costa del Sol. The fair maiden's life hangs in the balance. Nashu, Miss Ellie, with me. Right. Inspector Bardeen, I have seen to the maid's safety. Miss Arabella will be along soon. How far is your investigation? I've canvassed the grounds, but none of the guests are concealing their hands. How can this be? The thief must be somewhere. Miss Arabella just left her estate, I hear. I suppose we'll find out soon enough if her beauty is really a match for her. Our own, hee. There is no time. Without a thief in custody, we cannot risk allowing Miss Arabella to take the stage. Inspector Van and his family will not take kindly to his betrothal absence. That's something of my concern. Besides, doubtless the inspector here will think of something. Me? What do you propose? You're an expert at creating diversions. Can you just knock something over, blow something up, or like, like you always do? Inspector Bardeen, I knew the day was going to recognize my many talents. Worry not about Master Venice. Yes, for the sake of the maiden and gentleman, we'll do what needs to be done. The poor soul lacks even the wits to know when he's being assaulted. Now, to the task at hand, we must find a way to conceal Miss Arabella's true identity. Not far from here at the servants' quarters, there should be a change of clothes lying around. Back to Maddie. Find something suitable to ordinary garb and deliver it to Miss Arabella at the gate. I shall proceed with the investigation. As the has made arrived yet, I simply must look upon her beauty for myself. Sounds garb, you say? I much prefer what you're wearing, but we'll certainly have enough rags to go around. Here you go. Do with them as you will. Breathe strength. Oh, what is this you have for me? Servant's garb? But why? Miss Arabella, with the thief still at large, the risk of letting you be seen is too great. Change those clothes and promise you will not leave my sight. That's a ceremony. Father will be furious, and Lord Venice. We are dealing with a man who tried to blast me to the heavens and almost succeeded. We cannot exercise enough caution. As for the ceremony, I have entrusted the matter to certain gentlemen. You only need to concern yourself with your own safety. What you should do as the inspector says, Miss Arabella, your life is more important than the marriage or whatever profits your father stands to gain from it. Loon, if father heard you say such things, I should have said them long ago, but in not doing so, I've put your life in danger. But besides, we have not one but two skilled inspectors on the case. It will not be long until the fiend is brought to justice. Farewell, I shall retreat to the carriage. Pray wait for me here. My apologies for the delay. What should I do with my bank address, Inspector? They bring Mr. Arabella's address to the bumbling inspector. I dare not speculate as how he intends to see to his task, but I'll imagine he requires all the help he can get. Now return to the festivities begin. Well, you're back at the right moment. This is gonna prove interesting. We're almost done with this quest line. Then there's one other before we're done with Hildy. I don't think we're gonna start in Heaven's Ward today, to be honest. Why this is Miss Arabella's dress? I must admit to some confusion as to what to do with it, but worry not, I shall take them to safekeeping. With that, I must attend to my savannahs before the ceremony begins. Worry not, friend, I assure you, the Inspector Bardeen and I have the situation entirely under control. Why not find yourself a seat and enjoy the festivities? You will want to watch this, because this is peak Hildibrand. So how am I supposed to find my man with all these people milling about? Friends, family, business associates. It is an honor and pleasure to welcome one and all to Costa del Sol for today's feast, co-hosted by the Burger Consortium and the East Aldernorth Trading Company. We trust that you have been enjoying fine food, fine spirits, and profitable conversation. That Lapis maiden, if even half the tales of her beauty are true, Vanish is the luckiest bastard in the realm. No, you'll note of a sign on a 100 guests. It's a pleasure to announce the betrothal of my son Vanis, future charter Burgar Consorium, to Arabella, daughter of Master Guru of the East Aldernorth Trading Company. The couple would exchange their eternal vows here today that the happiness that is theirs may usher a new era of prosperity for one and all. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present my son's lovely bride, the Lapis Maiden, whose beauty minstrels will sing of for ages to come. Damn you, Hildibrand Manaville, you had one job. She's beautiful. Huh, whatever I was expecting otherwise, she is my bride after all. My lady say your beauty transcends even the boundaries of time. When we are wed, you will want for nothing. Pray give your hand unto me. My sun and stars, yes, a thousand times yes, I'm yours and shall be forevermore. What have you done, my bride? You cross it, dressing defiant. Not quite what I intended, but I suppose it serves her purposes. Fair enough, ladies and gentlemen, for Miss Arabella safe and sound. I, Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, have but assumed he made his appearance to ensnare the fatal fiend who would take aim at her life. The fiend who now lies defensively before me, the game is up Vanas, or should I call it by another name, the thief of many faces. Me, the thief? Are you mad? It appears that my masterful deductions have proven beyond the grasp of your mind. Farewell, allow me to elucidate. Well, there's not a soul in the realm who hasn't heard of the tales of Miss Arabella's beauty. There are but two men here in Costa Sol who had gifts on a lovely visage for today. Her father and her steward. As you yourself admitted on multiple occasions, Master Vanish, you were to have your first glimpse of your bride to be today. Considering in this light, would you not say your reaction upon seeing my face was most unnatural? Who else could see through my ingenious disguise? Who could know that at a glance I was not a fair maiden? None save he, ye of 1,000 faces. And anyone else would have the wits about that. How dare you make a mockery of my wedding day? Guards, arrest that pervert at once. Lock him up in jail and throw away the key. Arabella, oh, thank the gods you're safe. Call me quickly, there's a dangerous madman about. A glove in his right hand? Could it be? The man is a fool, but it would have behooved you to listen to him. And now she did not, and now what's yours is now mine. That is the thief. Stop wasting your time with that imbecile and arrest him. You came all this way for me? You love me. You really, really love me. The attention was flattering, but I've taken what I came for, and now I must away. My lords, my ladies, till we meet again. I hear that real Venice was found bound and gagged in the storage room. Truly, Miss Arabella, I'm sorry. For what, my lady? The bank was more exciting than I could ever have hoped for. Venice and his father were furious, of course, and our marriage has been called off. But perhaps it's for the best. I would find my own way to make father happy, but living my life as I would live it. It is you, Inspector Hildibrand, who taught me this lesson. Oh, for the love of God, somebody find him a change of clothes. The one thing still puzzles me. The feast generally said he would steal Lapis Maiden virtue, yet in the end he took only her neckpiece. As you mentioned, Masakaru told me about the class when it first arrived. Engraved the mark of the Sun Goddess is one of the most treasured pieces from the Bulgarian collection, known by many as Azima's of virtue. The maiden's virtue indeed. When the next chance comes, we must take extra care to read between the lines. Oh! Oh, the poor Mandragora! Over here, Inspector, it says, made you look. The fiend blazers for fools. Give that to me at once. And next we meet, I shall come to claim the victor's spoils. Another riddle. If nothing else, it appears that the thief has abandoned all foolish notions of my assassination. Thus, still we must ever be on guard. The fiend attempted murder once, he may very well do so again. Verily, Inspector, I must agree, one can never be too wary when dealing with a murderer. Hear me, man of 1,000 faces, you sealed your fate when you called me out by name. Mark my words, the next we meet, you will be mine. Yes, it was the Phantom Thief who was to blame for that bomb. Truly, verily, undoubtedly the Phantom Thief. Most certainly, ha 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 ha. To the victor goes the prize as treasure. With the smile of a champion holds secrets and holds. Our 8 lacks better than 2. Can a man film and triumph over terrorism one day? I think actually we're gonna finish up Hildibrand tomorrow. Because I do have my static in like 2 hours and a half, and I actually do need to get something to eat. So instead of Sunhaven, we'll be continuing Hildibrand tomorrow. The key to the next case is also the key to the storeroom. Be sure not to lose it. Wait, is there a real key and a fictive one at the same time? Is it even possible? I'm sorry. Gilbert and Hildebrand are way too funny. Oh dear God. I guess we'll find out next time. Much agreed, Nashu. Much agreed. Let me check something real quick. No, we are just gonna go and call it a day because I do need to do some stuff before aesthetic comes in. I'm laughing way too hard, actually. Oh, but tomorrow, well, 1 p.m. CST plus 1. UTC plus 1, I mean. We'll continue Hildebrand. Alright, guys. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.